Hey guys, RC here, back with Draft Day Sports College Basketball, the 2020 edition. This is episode 3 of our Journeyman series. Hope you guys are enjoying it so far. All right, so I simmed our first game. Sorry, I was actually recording it, couldn't figure out how to make it work, so I ended the recording. Had to play around with it a little bit, figured it out, so now I can show you guys how to do it. All right, first off, depth chart. If you want, and I did make one change. I moved Nesland from the bench to the start and put Laws on the bench. Laws star-wise is a little bit better, but if we look at him, and boy, I don't like that view. Let's look at our roster here. This will be easier. All right, so we've got McCray, Nesland, and Laws. So if we look at their shooting, let's see, scoring. Laws is actually the best scorer, and this is their current passing and handling ability. So Laws was a 6 and a 4. Nesland is a 6 and a 6, so he's going to be a better distributor of the ball. I want Laws to get some game time to develop him because McCray's already a junior, and we're not going to get much more development out of him. So we do lose a little bit. Actually, we gain a little bit, but that's who I want there. Defense, also Nesland is a better defender, so I wanted him on the floor, mainly for his ball handling. So that's why I did that. But basically, to make a depth chart move, you click on the player here one time with your left mouse, and then whatever player you want to swap him with, you click on the little icon one time, and it will switch them around. I don't want to do it now. And then once you've switched them, here's the weird thing. So see how he has point guard for the first 5 slots? When I swapped him, Laws, who was the starter, he had it in the first 5 slots, and these were blank. So then I did AI suggest matrix. So this is your lineup. So if you want him to do both, you do all. If you want to set the depth chart and then have them put the minutes in, then you can use this AI suggest, and then you can save it for future reference or future use. Anyway, that's what I did there. I went into the Sims, and again, I have no idea where to find. If I go backwards, oh well, we're not going to do that. All right, so we're going to come here. All right, so this is the games, and I will show you how we did in a moment. So this was opening day of the season in the Patriot League. I'm going to focus on the league because that's the league we're in, but like once a month or once every couple of months, we will jump into the top 25. We'll look at the national rankings and, see how the world is doing at large. Again, these might be shorter episodes because I don't know how many games we're going to do. I really wish I could see like a full schedule. I think that's ridiculous that I can't. Is it under Almanac? Nope, it's not. Oh well. All right. So how did we do? Well, we won 63-57 and played pretty well. If we look up best performances, Charles Fountain led the conference with 18 points on the day. Jerry Douglas added 11. Brian Laws, 5 assists off the bench. And Chris Austin had 13 boards to lead the conference. So pretty good day. Charles Fountain with 2 blocks as well. If we go in and look at the box score, let's see. Douglas, 4 of 9, 1 of 4 from 3-point range, and 2 offensive, 1 defensive, 3 total rebounds. Let's see. Do they have points? Yep, points is way back here. So 11 points, 3 boards, 5 points, and 3 boards for Welch at the 2 guard. Austin had 8 points, 13 rebounds, 9 of them on the defensive board, so that was a big deal. Nesland did not score at all, and actually he's our point guy. So no points and 3 rebounds. He had 1 assist. All right, so not happy with that. May have to rethink that there, fellas. And 18 points, 6 boards, 3 assists for Fountain. 6 points, 5 boards in 22 minutes for Laws off the bench. And remember, if we look at the depth chart, Laws is playing 6 segments. So you know what? Let's do an AI suggest. And it actually puts McRae in there. And it doesn't play Nesland at all. You know what? We'll go with that just to see. Just to see. All right, so if we look at our standings, we should be atop the standings right there. Doing well, doing well. Early polls just to see what's going on. Coaches poll, Kentucky, Louisville, Duke, Kansas, Michigan State atop the leaderboard. We will get, keep checking even when you're simming here. Check your emails, but again, those should only update weekly on Sunday, I'm guessing, because that's what it does all season long. All right, so what we're going to do here is I want to go to Navy, and I'm going to click Sim to Date and then Play. And so that should go through 2 days. All right, so we are there. So here's the deal, because I'd already simmed that game. So this defaults with a check mark in the Play Watch category, and that's why I was having issues when it wouldn't simulate it because it wanted to go to the game. So you have to uncheck that. There is a place in Options right here, Game Options, to turn that off. So to default to sim only. All right, so we are going to sim today. Still don't like the fact that we don't have a schedule. That's mind-blowing. We crush Hawaii 70-48. Let's see, any top performers of the day? Charles Fountain, 5 assists. Chris Austin, 2 blocks. Taking a look at the box score. And you know what? You guys can have some input here. I'm not going to play the games out. I just don't play that way. But if there's something you would like to see, a little different format, chime in on the comments, and I will be looking at those on occasion. And it's just harder for me to see because I don't get notifications on GM Games on my videos. So, but I will pop in on them every once in a while just to check. All right, so let's see. We got 3 points, 2 boards, 9 points, 6 boards for Welch. 6 points, 5 boards for Austin, 8 points, 2 boards, and 1 assist for McRae. And Fountain goes off for 11 and gets 4 boards, 5 assists. Fountain is our 2 guard, okay? And 11 points off the bench for Skiffer. 5 rebounds for Laster off the bench. Remember, he was our troublemaker in practice. And then you can kind of see the breakdown down here. Player of the game was Charles Fountain. We had 20 points to 10 in the paint, 10 to 3 on second chance points, and 12 to 0 on fast break points. So we pretty much dominated that one. All right, let's get up to the next game. So what I'm guessing is we'll be able to do 1 or 2 weeks, maybe 2 weeks per simulation, just a guess. All right, so what I'm doing is my left and right arrows here, and a lot of this in the first season I kind of treat as I play like tutorial style, so I kind of tell you what I'm doing, what I'm thinking, and how to do things. So it's the left and right arrows, and then once you get to your game, I wish there was an option to sim to the next human game, but we're going to click sim to date and then sim it out, and then we'll let it go off, and it should go to that date. So it's simulating the 19th, and that should be the end of the 19th, and then now it should jump into the 20th, but it's all part of the same sim because I'm doing multiple games. There you go. And then into the 21st. And again, moving forward, I will try to edit a lot of that dead time out. All right, so we got up to the 22nd, and we are 2-0 at home. So let's go ahead and play and simulate the day. I had the injury, and I forgot to make a move on it. Forgot to go and adjust my depth chart because I'm stupid, and I didn't look at the inbox, did I? No, I did not. Come on, RC, you're better than that, man. All right, most of these are scouting reports. Oh, early letters of intent. Kyle Smith signed his letter of intent, as did Zach Benton. Very good. We got to remember to, we're still in recruiting all the way through the season, right? So Brett Nolan, we're going to watch film, scout live. He still declines to visit the school. Boy, boy, boy. You were killing me, man. Facilities is a big factor, but his playing time. But location is very important as well. Discipline is somewhat. So I'm a low discipline, remember, in the coach setup, but I'm a high temper. At least that's how I set myself up. All right, let's check and see if we can get any information on his parents. Not much. Not much. And Casey, let's go ahead and scout him live. We'll dial him up. And all right, so we're done there. Hopefully we get one of these two guys. If not, we'll be looking at going through a new list, developing a new, and you could do that now. You could start adding unscouted players to your call list, because remember, you can only have 50, but once they sign, they come off. So, and the printer's right here by my desk. So real life, guys. I keep telling you about that.
Cool work.
Yep. She's got a job to do too. We're all working from the house. So we've done that for the week. Let's get back to the simulations. All right, so there's yesterday's big win. So we won again, 74-49 over High Point. Fountain and McRae in the leaderboard for scoring. Fountain and Austin for assist. Austin and Welch for boards. Austin and Hurd 1-2 in steals. Douglas and Laster in blocks. Not bad at all. All of our games, the first 5 or 6 are at home, and then we go on a big road run. So 18 points for our center, only 3 boards, 10 points for our power forward, McRae, and we had 8 points from Butler, so that's a new guy making an appearance on the scoring list. Let's see, Laster, I wanted to see, he's got a sore foot, so he's at 92%. So do we want to go into the depth chart? And Laster is down here. So he is on the bench. If I do a suggest all, it actually puts him up in the starting forward position. I guess maybe because he's... So we're going to see Douglas coming off the bench. Fair enough. We'll go with that. All right, let's find our next game using that little right arrow key. There we are. So we are going to sim to date and go for it. I think the graphics probably use a lot of memory, because you notice, every once in a while it'll freeze. If they didn't have the graphics, maybe it would sim a little faster, but it's not taking long, right? Not at all. All right, so we are playing Massachusetts Lowell today. We're 3-0. They're 2-1. They've lost their lone away game. So we will simulate today, and we have lost. I can see up here that we got the loss. 87-72. All right, McRae on the scoring board. And wow, look at all the negatives on our plus minuses. They dominated us there, huh? 22 points for the 2 guard, 10 points, 3 boards for our 2 guard, 12 and 8 for Austin, 15 and 1 for McRae. Nobody off the bench really did anything. Alrighty. Let's go back to the depth chart here. We're going to do an AI suggest all again. So Austin has a sore foot. There's Laster. So Laster's back on the bench. Douglas is back in the starting lineup. That's weird. All right. You know what I'm going to do? Let's go into game options. Your simulation style. Let's turn that on. Slow on human games only. And here's the default to simulating human games. That is by default it's turned off, so that check mark will always be there. When you turn it on, it disappears. So we are going to go with that. And I'm going to have the CPU manage those. Now, this is a question that I had seen before. So the very first episode where we bought the scouting report, you guys remember that? If you didn't see that, go back and check out episode 0 where we set everything up. But you go in and you click advance, and then you get the window to pop up to buy your scouting reports, right? Once you buy that, you can actually toggle this to have your CPU manage recruiting. I don't know if I don't know how smart the AI is in this game. I have no idea. I just know that most games it's not very good. So anyway, well, we're 3-1. Our goal was to win 10 or more games. So we're doing well so far, and job security's at 100%. So let's go ahead and get to our next match. And I'm used to Football Manager, so I may say match a lot. That's just how it goes. Sim to date. So the one thing I want to check here is we did toggle it to slow down. So when it gets to our game, it should actually slow down and actually show it to us instead of us being able to see the win or loss hit our record. Because I don't, that's kind of a giveaway. I mean, it kind of takes away from the drama in a way. The other thing for you guys to let me know what you think about is, do you want to see every game? And I don't remember how many games we play, but if we watch every game, we're basically going to be able to do about a week today because we're about the 20-minute mark. And let's see, the season started November 13th, right? So we're 2 weeks and 2 days in. So, there is a possibility that, we could do every game, or do we want, which would entail more episodes, or we do less games, i.e. less episodes, but then we advance seasons quicker. So let me know your thoughts. I'm always open to hearing the thoughts. I don't always listen to them, but I always listen. I always at least pay attention to them, right? That's all I can promise, guys. All right, so I'm curious to see how this works, because remember, when it simulates, we turned it on to slow down for the human game. And there it is. Boom. We lost by 3. Oh, that's brutal. And we are 3-2 now in the early going. So after 3 straight wins, we've dropped back-to-back games. At least we didn't get drilled. Only 3 points. It did go to overtime. Oh, boy. All right, so let's see. 18 points for McCray, 10 for Austin, 13 for Skiffer off the bench, 13 points. Still looking for our first double-double on the season, by the way. Welch pulled in 13 boards. Douglas with 9. They came close. He had 9 points, 8 points, so we came close to a double-double. 9 boards for Fountain, but only 6 points. He got a -12 in the plus-minus. 3 of 8 shooting. I wonder, let's go into strategies. Yeah, this is where, all right, you know what? Let's set shuffle. Oh, and you remember when we were practicing? Here's where it tells you what it is. A continuous movement offense attempts to push the ball into the low and high posts. Works best with guards who are comfortable in the post. I'm thinking I don't have that, right? I'm thinking I don't have that. So let's take a look at our point guard. I want to see if there's a way I can look at stats. Well, I guess if I hit stats, that would help me out. All right, so we've got 4 starts for McCray. He is shooting 38% from the floor, 31% from three-point range. So I think we want to make Laws. We want to give Laws a shot in our depth chart. So let's do that. All right, I'm going to suggest all for right now, and then I want you and you to switch, and then suggest the matrix only. All right, we're going to go back to stats. Okay, we've got 45 and 35% for Fountain. So yeah, definitely him. 61. Don't want per 40 minutes. Let's go stat totals. There we go. All right, so McCray, Nealand, Laws. So yeah, let's give Laws a couple of games, see what he can do. Fountain, definitely going to be our 2 guard. Aaron Welch, he started 5 games, so I'm good there. Micah Butler, Skiffer. Skiffer hasn't started any, but he's shooting lights out, isn't he? Damn. Rogers, I think I want to give Skiffer some playing time. So Skiffer is going to be our 4. We're going to put him in for Douglas. And resort those guys. And then he's got a sore foot for 1 day, but he's been starting. Okay, let's look at our roster again. I want to just kind of glance at these guys. All right, field goal inside, outside. Free throws, no good. Screens, passing. Offensive, defensive. Yeah, I think Austin's going to be the guy that we want in there. So let's make sure he is there. And he is. All right, so let's go with that for the next couple of games. And we've got time for 1 or 2 more, I suppose. I wish there was an option to sim to just next human game, but that's okay. We could always do it by the week, and it would slow down on every time that it got to our game, but, you know, that's fine. All right, so here we are today. Let's go ahead and play it out. And, oh, Oregon drilled us. Woo! 19 points. That was brutal. Now we're coming back to reality. We thought we were badass after that 3-0 start. Not so much. Oregon, number 19 in the country. And they show us that we are nowhere near their ability level. Now, let's take a look. So Skiffer did play. 12 points, 1 board. 13 points, 4 boards for Laws. So that helps. A lot of players off the bench. We didn't go to overtime, and we were down 7, but then we got outscored by 12 in the second half. Just more physicality. We had fast break points, second chance points. They dominated the glass, and they beat us down on the inside. So, all right, standing wise, we are 3-3. Pretty much the whole conference is 500 or around 500. 3-2, 3-3, and then under 500. So we've actually shown some ability. Where is the damn calendar? Oh, here's the calendar. Yes. Okay, good. I found it. Just couldn't find it before. All right, so this is under, where is this? Dashboard. Is that dashboard? Yes, dashboard. Cool. All right, so team news. Fountain scored 4 points, 2 of 6 shooting. Welch hit 1 of 2 shots on the night. Fountain was held to 6 points in the 3-point loss to Colorado. Aaron Welch scored 9 points in their loss to Colorado. All right, so that's what's going on. Scoring leaders, Fountain, McCray, Austin. And Austin, we've moved to the bench, so we may want to oh, no, we haven't. He's starting. Anyway, there's our leaders. We haven't played badly. I mean, an overtime loss to Colorado and North Florida. Aren't they in our league? No, they're out of the league. They're out of the league. All right, well, let's play one more, and then we'll wind up the episode. Anyway, again, just wonder what you guys are thinking now that we're into the matches. North Carolina's number 3. Oh, they're going to destroy American, aren't they? You know what? I'm going to sim 1 day past, right? And that way it includes our game, but we'll get the pop-up. So I think the way I used to do this is I would actually just do a week. I would just do the drop down for the date and do to every Sunday, and it would just play the games. But that's, again, something that we can look at doing. But give me some feedback. Always open to it. You know, because all the feedback helps make me better, you know, and I'm always looking to get better at doing these videos. That's not good. I think that was a game we should have dominated, my opinion. But what do I know? I know nothing. All right, we've got an NC State scouting report. Not really worried about it. Let's go into the sim and take a look at that box score, because we got dominated. They crushed us in the paint. Wow. Okay, we did change in the strategy. Remember, we had picked the shuffle, but this, okay, we can change percentages in here. So you know what? Shuffle. Let's take a look at all these. Motion. All right. I'm going to raise that to 35. Well, I was. I'm going to drop that to 0. 30, 35. That's our basic one. Flex. I don't have all good ball handlers. Let's run a little bit of high post. Guard's not comfortable in the post, so we want to ditch that. I think let's try out a little bit of Princeton. Easy baskets always sounds good. And I'm going to let's run 10% triangle. I guess you do not need to assign. All right, so let's raise this to 40, 25, 20, 15. And that gets us to 100%. So we'll redistrict that. I wish they don't show a half court. I'm going to run 50% that and 50% that, because that's the, let's do that. Boom. All right. Let's call it an episode, guys. Let's check our standings one last time. So we are 3-4. Tennessee Martin. So these are, yeah, all the way up through Houston we're out of conference. So you can see the away run. We'll probably lose a bulk of those. Most teams win their home games, lose their away games, especially when you're playing higher opponents. And we're a low prestige team. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play these off camera. And then we'll come back. We'll look at the scores. We'll just check them out here. And then we'll get into American, which is a conference game. Gets us to the end of the calendar year. And again, I'm recording this along with the previous episodes all in one day, just because this is going to be a secondary game. So I'm going to record these in bulk, typically 2 or 3 episodes at a time, which will give me a week or more of material to upload for you guys. And then from there, I can catch up on your feedback. And then next weekend, I'll play some more games and, probably do 2 or 3 more episodes. And but we'll pick up there. Hit that like button, subscribe, and all that other good YouTube-y stuff. Thanks for watching, and we will see you guys next time. Bye.